Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and all Venus signs from the 15th to the 31st of August 2020. So if Aquarius, your Sun, Moon, Rising and all Venus signs is in the sign of Aquarius, it may well be that this reading is for you. However, please take, because it is a general reading, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Check other aspects of your chart. It may well be that other videos resonate more or also resonate with you. And don't forget, if you want a personalised reading, information is in the description box below. That is pretty much your guarantee of the information that will be coming through being specifically for you and only for you. Okay, so let's have a look. So, if you want to catch me live, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on here, 8 PM British Standard Time, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, and Saturdays we go live on Twitch for Ladies Night. Information is in the description box for the link to Twitch. So let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Aquarius energy, please, Spirit. So we're going to be using the Mystic Mondays deck for you guys. Let's have a look. Aquarius, 15th to the 31st of August 2020. It's interesting because death. Now, obviously, we don't need to panic about this card. It just means a transitional energy. Okay, this is you going out of one phase into another, and it's interesting because when that card flipped out, I heard wait. So there could be an ending here, and then there's a bit of a wait. It could be that you've had an ending already, and that you're waiting, and the tail end of this part of the month, that's when the good stuff comes in. Yeah. Second card is strength, so it's like there's a process of rebuilding here, but there's a lot of energy of you building up your strength first. So it could be that you're in a bit of this no man's land at the moment and you're trying to wait to see what comes in. And at the moment you're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting. Maybe there's not a lot coming through, and so you're sort of starting to doubt this. Now, bottom of the deck is 3 of Cups. This is celebrationary energy. This is reunion energy. It could be that you've had to close something out. Maybe you're waiting for something to come back around and you're transitioning out of that. You're rebuilding and then something comes back in, or you're transitioning out of an ending, you're waiting, you're rebuilding, and then friends come and help you, or you're hearing about a celebration, or there's some kind of good news that's coming in. Again, it could be a close of a job, change of a job, end of a relationship, end of a move, end of something, a family situation, friendship situation that's ending, closing out, you transitioning out of, you building up your strength. This is also, it could also be about you determined to follow your own path, because maybe you've been stuck in that energy with friends, or you felt like you were stuck in that energy with friends where you weren't following your own path, and this is you doing that, but it's taking a while to kind of free yourself a little bit. That could also be the energy here. So we've got Scorpio, we've got Leo here, okay, and we've got water energy as well. We've also got the Emperor. This is Aries energy. I just keep hearing, what are you forgetting to do? What are you forgetting to do? And at the bottom of the deck, we've got Ace of Wands. This is like the magic wand, the fire behind the Emperor. Are you waiting for someone to rescue you? Are you waiting for someone? Because I feel like my guys are like, no. It's like you're learning how to complete things for you again. You're learning how to empower yourself. You're learning how to free yourself and move into your own direction. And it's like this inspired fire type energy that is willing you along. This is what you're transitioning into. This is a huge amount of energy. This is manifestation. It's like you're closing out a chapter and manifesting this new energy here, but it's like this is you in your power. This is strength. Now, this could also be a controlling energy. Maybe you are very hyper focused on controlling certain situations in your life because there's a fear of a lack of control. Spirit are asking you to sort of trust that you have this creative process and this kind of spark of inspiration without needing to control everything. This is like the spark of the universe that you're capturing here. And so if you're moving away from something, trust that you have the ability. It's like you're building up your confidence to understand what exactly it is you hold, what hyperpower, what superpower you hold within the self. Maybe people had talked you out that of the fact that you were having this ability. Maybe people talked you out of the fact that you were capable, and so you're forging your own path here. But it's a lonely road, it feels like. All right, but don't forget there's success with that 3 of Cups. It could be that you meet new friends, but there's some kind of celebration here where the Emperor comes in. Now, it could be another counterpart energy, but it could also be you manifesting and sort of building strength into the divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And you're building that masculine energy. Maybe you were more in your feminine energy, and so now you're in this dynamic type energy, whereas before you weren't. But you're taking control, and there's a focus here. Now, the celebration could have been good news. It could be a job offer, and so it's building that confidence up. But whatever it is, it's built a confidence in you. It's built that spark. It's created that spark of energy, spark of inspiration. All right. Spark of passion, spark of inspiration. Yeah, look, 9 of Swords in the reverse. So this is fear. This is usually someone that's in their head or a bit concerned about how things are developing. This is in the reverse. So it's like you're coming out of that. Maybe you were very in your head before about how to sort of go forward in this energy, how to tackle this job, how to tackle this problem. But don't forget, you had a celebration. It could be exams. Maybe you were like really fearful of what's next for you, but your exam results came in and you're like, whoa, okay, maybe they were if you're in the UK, then maybe they were retested and you got your exam results that you wanted. But there's something here about celebration. Now, this card wanted to come out, but it got stuck, and so Spirit will like take the card. This is the King of Pentacles, so this could be a job offer here. This could be a love interest that's offering something, that there's like a business opportunity here, or a love interest that either this is you that's building a business, there's a celebration around that and you're coming into your own power, or this is another person that's coming into their own power. All right. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck is 3 of Cups. So celebration. So maybe you're overthinking something and you're thinking, oh, this is never going to happen for me, but actually it does. The 9 of Swords, it's like you assume the worst. Death, you assume the worst. Strength. It's asking you to have strength here because there's possibly a surprise at the end of this that maybe you're not expecting. I don't know if you're expecting this. I keep hearing invitation. I keep hearing invitation. Hanged Woman. Maybe you're sat waiting for this situation and that's why you're worrying about it, because you're fairly sure it won't come. They're saying it will. Again, you remember when I was shuffling, the first card came out, which was Death, and then they said wait. So let's say, for example, you get rejected and then something else happens and you get a better offer than what you were expecting. It's like you possibly hear something that's maybe not so great news, then you're waiting, and then there's a surprise here. But you're definitely not expecting this. 7 of Pentacles, the seeds are being planted, but this is about waiting. They're trying to bring you something here that's possibly better than what you're expecting. And underneath that is the Star. So this is hope. So there's some good news coming, but I think you're going to get possibly not the news that you're expecting first. Then there's a waiting process. Police sirens in the background. So that's, again, confirmation for me. It's like there's a surprise to this. You're expecting something, you're not getting it, and then something better comes in. Because, again, we had the 3 of Cups twice. It's like 2 celebrations possibly that you're having. It could be that you have one good news and then a secondary bit of good news comes in. Six of Swords. Moving into calmer waters. There's something here that's penetrating through the reality where you're expecting a no. And actually it's not just a no, it's a no, but then there's a yes. 2 yeses coming that are better. This is a fresh start. This is the Fool. This is a celebration. This is Aries energy again. I don't think you were expecting this. 3 of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. It could be that you get this surprise through friends, but it feels like you take this bit of a leap of faith and then you get yet another. Again, there's surprises all the way through. It's like you get a no, something else is offered, and then it builds your confidence. So then you're into this energy where you feel like you're moving along and you can take this kind of fresh start, and then you get a secondary surprise. Maybe even a third surprise. All right. Again, bottom of the deck, the Sun. So I feel like you're being maneuvered into a better option or a better future here. So if you do get a no, don't feel like the no is terrible news. It just means that they're probably putting you onto a path of something that you should be doing maybe. Seven of Swords in the reverse. So this is upright theft, or can be deception to the self. Someone wearing a false mask. This feels like you are being moved into authentic path here. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, Empress, new beginnings. And again, we've got the Emperor, now the Empress. So it could be that you're coming into alignment. Whatever this is, it feels like you're coming into alignment. This is like your future path here that's being shown. Very positive. Eight of Swords. Are you fearful of doing this? Is this something you felt like, you know, you should be doing, but you would be scared to do it? And maybe that was why you thought it would never happen, or something wasn't going to happen. But actually, that one thing that you were expecting didn't, but something better does. But you're in your head about this. Maybe you feel like you're not able to do it. Five of Swords. Could be a competitive element going on here with this. Why don't you feel good enough? There's something about you feeling like you're not good enough here. Possibly. Take it as it resonates. You feel like this celebration, this effort, this opportunity, should it be offered to me? I don't know if I should be doing this. But you should. Because there's something that is going to be birthed from this. Look, we've got the Lovers. Now, if this is a third party situation, you could have been maybe disconnected, excuse me, from this person. It could have been a long process, could have been a fairly draining process. And I'm not yawning because I'm tired. It's when I'm channeling energy, sometimes I can yawn if it's a very extreme process or energy that I'm translating or sort of channeling. You could have been walking away from someone and closed out a chapter in something, for them, that person to come back around you, but was still in a third party energy, and then you decided to pick another sort of route, and then they came back again with yet more of this third party energy. And so maybe you're debating why this is continuously going on, and why you can't just move forward. It could be that you haven't quite closed the door on that, and that you're still very much in that energy, and you're not really focusing as much on you as you need to. And so they're trying to teach you that self-love and how to do that, which is why this energy maybe keeps coming back and forward, back and forward. But whatever it is, you're in this bit of a limbo now. You do look like you're taking a fresh start here, but yet you're still brought into this energy of confusion with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords, where there's conflict going on and confusion. And then again, bottom of the deck is Lovers, which is decision and also can be choices in love. So I feel like you are trying to move out of something, but you're not quite sure how to go about that. It's not quite closed out. It's like you've left the door open possibly a little bit. Now you could sit there and go, oh yeah, but I didn't do any of that. But then are you still looking at their social media? Are you still, you know, contemplate? If you've closed the door, you've closed the door. But if you're still looking at social media, that's an energetic exchange, isn't it? So that could be why this person comes back, or then you're feeling their energy around you, and it's like this continuation of the previous cycle. Because if you're moving on, you're moving on. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is legacy, this is long-term prospects. It's in the reverse, so there's an imbalance here. This is either not a long-term prospect, or the person doesn't view this as a long-term prospect, or maybe you don't view it as a long-term prospect. But here at the bottom of the deck is Temperance, which is spiritual balance. So there's something about the situation that is not balanced, and that is at the moment unable to have a long-term future to it, because you're not, there could be an imbalance of where you're investing your time and energy, which is why this energy keeps coming up. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands, which is possibly where you're a little bit drained from this energy, which is why you want to move on, but you're not totally shutting the door. Judgment, a decision being made. King of Cups. Now, if this is not you, this could be the other person. Maybe they've got a situation they need to decide on, they've got another person, but they keep coming back to you, and they haven't quite made their mind up. And so now you're kind of sat in this limbo, and it's like, then you're kind of tentatively talking to them again, but there's still this third party energy. This at some point they will be making a decision about. Judgment and the King of Cups is decision making over feelings and final decisions. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So it's like they have to decide what is it they want. What are they, or you have to decide what it is you want. So maybe they said that they ended it with you and then they're still checking your social media. Queen of Swords. Someone wants to cut this situation, as in, which way is this deck? Yeah, there's movement here. It looks like you're cutting this energy out. There's movement here, but it's like the Tower in the reverse. So Queen of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this looks like your energy. I don't know if you're not cutting this out, because we've got the Tower in the reverse and they're not cutting anything out, because again the Tower is not upright, it's in the reverse. It's like there's a pause to anyone stopping or putting boundaries up. And again, bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. So there's a three-way potential, a love triangle here that's not being closed out. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Now, this can usually be a decision made, and you know, sort of illusion, you know, a lack of illusions, also more able to focus on what is the reality on something, and also a choice. But bottom of the deck's a Six of Pentacles, so there's definitely a choice being made here. Now, it could be there's movement to this situation, but I'm just trying to work out who's closing something out, because we've got the yeah, look, Princess of Swords in the reverse. So this is like the Queen, the Page of Swords in the reverse. So there isn't truth here. Someone's not quite being honest about this, and because they're not quite being honest, there is no ability to close out this cycle, because whatever this is, it's not quite. Look, Five of Cups. So there's disappointment here. Now, it could be that you decide that you want to close the situation out because you're not getting told the truth and you're disappointed, but you're trying to move on from it, right? Because it's just not happening. It's like, you know that there's a Tower moment coming, and so you're the one that's choosing to close this out. But it feels like, yeah, you're not. You're closing it out, or maybe you're telling them you're closing it out, but you're not. You're not actually closing it out. Temperance. So it could be that you're saying that and then going off and doing your own inner healing, and maybe you're trying to take a bit of space for yourself because you feel like this is not leading to anything productive. Because at the bottom of the deck we've got the Lovers. This feels like we're in a loop. It feels like we're in a loop. It feels like nothing's happening. They're in this old energy with this like other person. You're taking breaks to focus on you, but the energy is still open with this other person. Eight of Wands, more communication. Are we in a loop with this? Three of Pentacles, we're in a loop. We're in a loop. We're not ending the cycle. We're in the same cycle. If you are in this situation and you resonate with this, you must focus on you and only you at this moment in time, from where I'm looking here. Now, you may sit here and go, well, I'm not going to do that and I'm going to follow my own path. Then do that. If you feel like that's what your gut instinct's telling you, then do it. But you're in a conveyor belt, you're in a hamster ball here, and it's not going anywhere. Because all it's doing is this person is not in a position to decide because they're not ready, because they haven't learnt their lesson yet, and you haven't learnt your lesson, which is why nothing's happening. And your lesson could be a lesson of self-love. And because you're not learning that, we're in a loop. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. So please tell me what's going on with Aquarius from 15th to 31st, please. What is happening here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Yeah. this is exactly it. We've got Two of Cups in the reverse. So there's two people that want to come together that can't. King of Pentacles, this is someone that is not committed. And the Two of Swords, they are refusing to see the situation at hand. And so you're then sort of left to deal with that. So my recommendation here is focus on you, do you, keep your options open, but do not keep your life on hold for this energy, because this is something that they're still in their energy, that is, they're not looking at this. They're focusing on everything but this. So let's have a look at the Clipper deck. Let's see what the Clipper deck is going to tell us here. So what can you tell me please about Aquarius energy from the 15th to the 31st? What is happening please for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs please? What is happening? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Dream state. You could be getting some prophetic dreams coming through. Look out for your dreams for this month. 15th to 31st. What is going on for Aquarius? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Trapped in your own thoughts. Look. Official person. Aquarius, please. Uh-oh. Someone's lost a bit of money for something. Hang on. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus sign. What's happening? Pathway in the reverse. Are we off path here? Are we off soul contract here? We're a bit off kilter, I feel. We feel maybe you feel like you're not quite yourself, possibly. Let's have a look at the Gilded Reverie Lenormand for you guys. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from the 15th to the 31st. 15th to the 31st. What is going on, please? 15th. Moon, secrets, subconscious. There's something about a planetary alignment here. And look, we've got the owl. So this is very nocturnal energy. You could be having difficulty sleeping. Secret messages, possibly. You're not listening to your intuition. I'm going to be honest with you. Unlocking something here. This could be this could be a past life situation that you're in this energy of. I feel like you're in this comfort energy, this routine. The owls are the protection as well. So it could be this security. We've got lilies here. This could be an age gap, or there could be an ending that you're putting off. Again, we've got snake. So it's like you're not quite. There's this secret. It feels like you're in this secret liaison that with someone that is not really moving forwards. Look. Spiritual awareness. We've got the cross here with the lady with the rose. So it's like your guides, I think, maybe trying to tell you, look, this is not for you at the moment. They're in this situation. You must take sort of heed of what's going on here. But this is the bear as well, which is protective. This could also be parents. So maybe you're a parent. Maybe they're a parent. Maybe they're focused on their kids, and this situation involves children. But this is a protective energy. Could also be a twin flame situation that is not ready to come into union yet. That could also be a possibility. It feels more karmic though, if I'm totally honest with you. But you stick with your own instincts. If you're being told that this is for you, then you know, do what you got to do. So this is the Star, which is healing. There's something about the situation that needs healing. And then we've got home. So you need to heal the self. This is about you healing you first and then reviewing this, because at the moment that could be being missed and you're attracting energies in that aren't maybe for quite on your wavelength at the moment, possibly. But let's have a look at the Caroline Miss archetype cards and let's see what's going on here. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs for the 15th to the 31st. of August 2020. What can you tell us about what Aquariuses will be going through from the 15th to the 31st, please? Okie doke, we've got Goddess. Brilliant card. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force and sensuality. So there's definitely this kind of energy that you're building up to. But we've got slave here. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So you trusting in your instincts and handing all that concern upstairs. Rebel. Challenges authority to effect social change. Reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So it's interesting you've got slave and rebel. It could be that you're battling between your own sovereignty and then sticking to the norm and sort of breaking free of that. It could be that you're maybe a slave to your own sort of free will and or sort of thought processes, and one minute you're breaking out of that and the next minute you want to stay with the norm. It's like one minute you want to break free of this cycle and the next minute you're kind of sticking to the cycle possibly. We've also got artist in the reverse, so using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity, which is not particularly great. I feel like this is trying to break you free of your own limitations and what you've gone through. It's like you're evolving into something different, but there's still little things that you're trying to work through. Maybe you see the bigger picture and this situation you're in is frustrating for you, and rather than you working on you, because I feel like you may be frustrated and you're sort of thinking, well, why can't they just understand what this means? But what Spirit's saying is, why can't you understand what this means? Which is, honour you. You know, if they can't honour you yet, then you honour you. And then that will affect change as well. But you can't expect someone to be on your wavelength if they're not. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You know? That's just what Spirit is saying here. So let's have a look at the angel answers. Communicate clearly just jumped out. Let's have a look at Aquarius's, please. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. 15th to the 31st. 15th to the 31st of August. What is going on, please, for Aquarius? What is the messages for Aquarius, please? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Communicate clearly twice. Are you communicating clearly? The fact that this has jumped out first of all and then came out again, to me says you must look at how you communicate. We've got helpful people. Are you asking for help? Are you speaking to your guides? Are you sending your wishes upstairs? Or are you trying to force change when it's maybe not ready? Possibly. And again, take what resonates and, you know, leave what doesn't. So, I want to do some outcomes here for you guys. Let's see. Let's go with the same deck. So what is the outcome for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs from the 15th to the 31st of August 2020. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs. What is the outcome? Interesting. I want you to be very mindful of people not being totally 100% honest with you. I'm going to be honest. Yep. Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is you going, what on earth is going on here? This is the truth. I know you're not telling me the truth. I'm going to go and take my sword elsewhere and start a little fresh here, because this is not really working. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, so this is not even upright. This energy does not know what they're doing. And we've got the Magician. So there's a bit of a player energy here. This is player energy. If, in my opinion, this is player energy. You must stand your ground. Now, if you maybe you were looking to a video to see what the answer would be and look for a sign, I would say this is your sign that this person is playing here and they're definitely not ready for anything. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Take yourself out of the equation. Outcome, please, for Aquarius. Wow, that's quite a few. That's about half the deck that you've just now, whatever's going on here, they're trying to... Okay, so we've got the King of Wands. This is a bit of a controlling energy, I'm not going to lie. This feels a little bit controlling here to me now. This feels like... And we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe you've turned this person down and they're not taking no for an answer. That could also be another energy. Outcome, Aquarius. Outcome, Aquarius. Five of Wands in the reverse. So this is competition. This is drama. I feel like you're taking yourself out of that. Yeah, look, Two of Wands. So if you're going to take yourself out of it, take yourself out of it. Don't communicate. You know, don't. I would just be given this space. Look, Queen of Pentacles. So this is you focusing on you. This is you focusing on your worth, your value. Interesting. Maybe this is you in a marriage and you're concerned that that person's with someone else. Maybe you're married and you want to get together with someone who's also in a relationship, or maybe you're in a relationship, you want to get together with someone that's in a relationship, and there's not much information being passed towards each of you. Now, if you're in a relationship, the person that you're wanting to go towards is very not evolved enough, ready for this relationship just yet, if at all. But there's definite third parties here and there's secrets going on. Because we've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So, if I'm being honest, it could be that if you don't sort of move this along, then someone else will. As in, if you don't sort of move yourself out of a third party, then someone else may. Outcome, please. What is the outcome for Aquarius? What is the outcome here? 15th to 31st of August. What is the outcome, Spirit? Seven of Wands. Protecting an energy, defensiveness, defending your choice. It could be that you were in a relationship and you got involved in a third party and it's come to light possibly, and so you're now having to defend that family and move away from the third party. The Lovers in the reverse. Someone's definitely making a decision here. Temperance. Someone is moving away, but there's a Tower moment. So there was definitely a third party that has reached a climax and someone is moving out of it. What is the outcome for Aquarius for the 15th to 31st of August? What is the outcome for Aquarius, please? Chariot, moving in a different direction, going towards your happiness, away from the Tower. So there's different outcomes being shown here. So there's an outcome where there could have been you in a relationship and that person in a relationship that is coming to light, and so you're moving out of it. It could be that they're in a relationship and you have moved out of it because you think that that's not going to evolve into something before the fact that it kind of comes to light possibly. But either way, there's third party like situations that are being disconnected and removed out of because there's too much going on here. There's way too much going on here. The Empress in the reverse, but there's attachment. This is codependent. Someone's very attached to you here with the Empress in the reverse. Four of Wands. This is home. Trapped mentally. Eight of Swords. Nine of Cups. So it could be that they need some time to close out a cycle and you're moving forward, because you can't put your life on hold, and if they catch up, they catch up, and there's maybe down the line that this will be looked at again. But for the now, there's too much going on here, but someone's very attached. At Ten of Swords, but there's also an ending here. Definite endings here. Three of Wands. So this is ending with a possibility in the future to reconnect, possibly. Okay, so let's have a look with the Starseed Oracle here. What is the outcome? What is the outcome for Aquarius, 15th to 31st? Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So again, if you're in this situation where you feel like your options are being removed and you're sort of having to either stay in the old and you're not sure what to do, they're saying forge your own path. And then we've got empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So they're asking you to move out of that. There's definite wounds here that aren't really being looked at. Spirit want you to have a look. Oh goodness, Spirit want you to have a look at possibly past wounds here. Let's have a look at the Divine Doors deck. Let's see, for Aquarius from the 15th to 31st of August, what is the outcome, please? This looks like it's been built into the mountains. Very kind of conspicuous home. The nomad, the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. So if you're used to kind of fitting in, they're asking you to just take a step out of the norm rather than kind of going back to a normal routine. They're saying don't do that. Okay, let's have a look. Looks like a fairly kind of, I don't know, looks religious, that door. A stranger's grace, ego, fears and sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. So it could be that you're connecting with other people or new people rather than the old. It's like you're being forced to look at maybe a new path, maybe, or guided to, let's say, to look at a new path, possibly. Aquarius messages, please. So yeah, you've got another little cubby hole energy here with lots of different stairs coming off it either side. It says birth, another gateway appears in view, new life is unfolding with blessings to you. So do you take the new path or do you stick with the old? Because it's asking you, I think, to look at the new. Okay, and then we're going to go with the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards here. Okay, so Aquarius, Sun, Rising. So we've got empathy and love. It's Raphael and Sandalphon. So Sandalphon is obviously the crystalline grid on Earth here. This is a healing lesson. So if you're in a sort of a situation that's making you uncomfortable, maybe someone is not able to give you unconditional love, then to apply the love to you. And if someone's not being empathic, then to apply that empathy to you and to be gentle with you. Whatever's going on here, I feel like there's definite confusion and there's possible healing that needs to take place. It's not quite clear the path yet. So if you're, again, it feels like they're trying to lead you into a new path, basically. So what is the outcome, please, for the 15th to 31st? Self-love is key. That's what they're saying to me. 15th to the 31st, what is the outcome for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs? What is the outcome for Aquarius, please? This is about a lesson. This is you learning the lesson. Wisdom. So again, it's going, again, Aquarius is the water bearers, aren't they? So you're used to handling the emotions, but you're not used to diving in. This is about you diving into those emotions that maybe you've been avoiding. That's from where I'm looking at, that's the recommendation from the card here. Because that's when you get your blessings. It's asking you to learn a little bit more about these hidden kind of emotional energies that maybe you're not used to looking into, or because again, that's the bird, isn't it? The bird is that air energy. So you could be very used to kind of communication rather than actually sitting in that energy. So it could be that the person that maybe was in this sort of cycle of third party, they were also needing to learn that kind of a lesson. But this looks like what you need to be learning for before you move into the next stage. Because it's like you're possibly attracting people who are not looking at that. It's like they're not looking at their emotions. They're not possibly emotionally equipped to look at their emotions as well. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. So it's like your spirit guides are saying there's a distraction here. Don't look at the distraction of what, you know, it's like this kind of karmic energy of the need for something. Look at the need for you to be in alignment with you, because it's more important. What is the outcome for Aquarius, please? Divine Director, intervention and purpose. I feel like they're trying not to give you this because it's not meant for you. It says divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So if you're not being given something, probably count that as your blessing, because it's like they're trying to push you in a direction or put you in a path that is going to provide a lot more blessings, if that makes sense. Okay. Spirit, what is the outcome for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs from the 15th to the 31st of Feb? The gathering, this is to put you into your path with your kinship, your soul group, companionship, community. It's like they're trying to lead you away from old lessons into what your new energy is, because it's like this is the new path for you. And if you're sticking to the old energy, it's a comfort zone that they're trying to lead you out of. So again, if you're not getting exactly what it is you've asked for, it's because it's probably that there's more blessings, there's other blessings in a new path that they're wanting to lead you towards. So I feel like that's what they're showing you here. That's at least what they want you to see from where I'm looking. So 15th to the 31st. Celebration, your spirit needs to play and have fun. Wow, that's a pretty cool energy there. Yeah, it's like you're in between worlds. You're in this no man's land at the moment, and it's like you're being forced, or you want to kind of stay with the sort of the tried and tested, but it's like your spirit is trying to challenge you here because they know what's waiting for you. But I don't know if you're getting it, because I feel like there's a comfort zone you're in. Possibly. Aquarius messages, please. 15th to the 31st of August. What is the message? Angel of action. Take action towards your destiny. Wow. This is transformation. You're being gifted the opportunity of transformation, but you're worried about, but what happens if it's moving away from what I want? Well, if it's moving away from what you want, it means that that thing that you want is probably not yours to have, and there's something massively better out there for you. Okay, guys, this was your reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs from the 15th to 31st of August 2020. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you. If you want to be in for a chance of winning the Tarot NEFERATI deck and a 30-minute free reading with me, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will be choosing a winner at random. So if you want to be in it to win it, make sure you're subscribed, you're liking at least one video that isn't alive, and you're commenting on at least one video that isn't alive in order to be in for a chance of winning that. And a winner will be picked at random when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, Friday on here, and Saturday nights 11 PM on Twitch. Link in the description if you want a personalised reading with me. Information is in the description box below. Until next time, have a wonderful month. Take care. Bye bye.